Disney-MGM Studios Backlot Tour. Your tour will begin right here at the Special Effects Water Tank. Water tanks like this one continue to play a major role in action films today. It's here that the explosive, out-of-control mayhem that you've seen in films such as Crimson Tide, The Rock, and Pearl Harbor can be created using large-scale physical and mechanical effects. The action is then filmed in a carefully planned sequence of events. Today we're going to be filming our own action sequence called Harbor Attack, using some of the same effects that directors like Michael Bay use in their films. As a matter of fact, if you look at those overhead monitors, Michael's actually here with us today to help set up our scene.
In this scene, Proto is on a surveillance mission, searching the skies for enemy aircraft. The crew is caught off guard when the real danger surfaces from beneath the sea. This is going to require a full range of physical effects, split-second timing, and careful direction. We have the lights, we have the cameras. All we need now is the action.
And if anyone knows serious action, it's certainly Michael Bay. Now, some of the physical effects we'll be using in our scenes today include water cameras, bullet hits, which must be programmed in time to match the continuity of the visuals and eventually the pattern of the sound effects. All of these effects is for the safety of our actors on the set. And that's where you come in. How about you? Jamie? Everyone say hi, Jamie! Hi! Jamie, you've been cast in the role of the mechanic on our PT boat. Your scene takes place deep in our engine room, so if you'll follow Chris, he'll set your position. Today we're going to be filming two scenes, but not in the order they appear in the script. Most films today are filmed out of sequence, which means actors must react to situations that haven't even been filmed yet. This can prove very challenging, and it's the director's job to provide the motivation to the actors for the scene. All right, Jamie, here's the setup. In just a minute, that phone to your right is going to buzz right before 800 gallons of water dump out of those tanks. Fly down that chute and slam into you like a freight train. Feel motivated to hang on? The hood. This closer to 1,000 gallons of water. There's a fine line between motivation and fear. All right, Jamie, here we go. Now, don't forget your engine for just being shot out. Places, everyone. Roll playback, please. And action. All right, Jamie, I need you to look to your right and check out those engines. Now pick up that phone and call your captain. He's talking on that phone. Tell him something bad is about to happen. And cut. That's why we call it a physical effect. Let's give Jamie a big round of applause. You did such a great job. I need you to stand there for one more scene. But in this scene, I just need you to sit there and act dry. We're going to take that shot, add it into our next scene, and see how it all comes together in the final sequence. Our next scene takes place in our PT boat, so let's meet the rest of our brave crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Captain Ann, Hairbraid Deck Crew, Katie, and Diana. Cast on set, crew standing by.
All right, places, everyone. Roll playback, please. Okay, crew, don't forget, you're on a surveillance mission. And action. Captain, you're searching the skies looking for enemy fighters. You hear planes approaching. There's one right there. Enemy fighter, 10 o'clock. That's your left. You're shocked. You're surprised. You're in trouble because he's coming around for another pass. Captain, spin that wheel, get your PT out of there. the boat, girls. Bombs away, everyone, take her deck. Okay, crew, you survived the aerial attack, but just say you shoot 2 more torpedoes. They're coming in fast off your stern. They pass under the boat. You point at the audience and yell, "Look out!" And cut. All right, let's give them all a big round of applause. Let's see how it all looks like and sounds. We have some computer-generated images, a few lines of pre-recorded dialogue, and a rousing musical score. Everyone, please look at your overhead monitors now as we present Harbor Attack. I'd like to thank you all for participating in Harbor Attack here at the Special Effects Water Tank. But now if you're not with one of our brave volunteers, I'd ask that you please turn to your left. Proceed down the ramps through our prop warehouse, where you're going to find a shuttle waiting to take you behind the scenes on the rest of your Backlot Tour. Have a great day here at Disney-MGM Studios. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.
Take a look down at your feet and move your hand to the right side of the line. Open up the water well. Outdoors. And then up here in those doors. Now once you go back to those sides of your head, watch your head step and slide on board all the way back to your for those three behind you. Welcome aboard, everyone. Well, folks, I can't think of a better way to get started than with a simple assignment of the Disney-MGM Studios. As we round this journey to take a look on your lesson, and up towards the front of the facility, you're going to be seeing your first view of our award-winning Airful Tower. For those of you sitting on the right-hand side, you're going to get a much better view in just a few moments. I'll let you know when. This tower's design was based on a water tank built by Walt Disney Studios Studios out in California in 1939. Our tower stands a lucky 13 stories tall, and the top feather of Mickey Mouse ears that weigh about 5,000 pounds each. It's 20.5 in diameter, translates roughly into a half size of 342 and 3/8. Thanks, I was wondering how on earth is this on the full size of a water tank? Well, that's because during past holiday seasons we topped it off with a big red stuffy cow. The Disney-MGM Studios is much more than just a theme park. We're also a high-tech working production center with just about anything you need to produce: television, movies, commercials, and even live radio shows. We do have a lot of production activity here on the Backlot on a day-to-day basis, and today is no exception. We're taking some special effects out of the live settings that we have here on the Backlot, and to bring you clips, we're going to go ahead and take you through that between takes. Now, I can't make any guarantees because it has been photographed for most of the day, but this will good time for the production coordinator. She's going to see if she can hold a few strings, and let me know as we get a little closer to the tour. I'll let you know a little bit later on as well. Coming up right now on the right of us, first, the many props you're going to see on our tour today. These are two P-40 aircraft that were used in last summer's Touchstone hit film Pearl Harbor. The two F-16 replicas that were mounted into the P-40 Warhawk, so they are made to scale, and the bit of the fiberglass is covered with steel frame. The wooden propellers are powered by hydraulic motors, making them ready to take off, but the planes were actually never meant to fly. So only about 12 airplanes in the entire film, and the minor limit being fly to do more than that. Well, you did, so that's all CGI or computer generated images. And to be able to put a sky right here, you're going to have to relax and that's idle of our airflow power. And it's the closest gas shelter of the park, so do take advantage of that great photo opportunity, as it is a true masterpiece. And you're going to want to take that photo quick because we are looking indoors for a little bit. And think about farmers photo around the world, the world of creative costuming. It all begins with the designer's set, so the person sees any trouble coming up along the farm wall on the side. There are still some tailors that use sketches and turn into the final working product. Coming up with a look at you see various locations without the booths and install hardware signs for the person's diary. Our team of 250 professionals reaches about 1.5 million yards of garbage every year, taking over 25,000 costumes annually. Now we're here at City Department, and if you take a look on your left here, you see Sound Station 1. This is a production city where they create any brand of vehicle production, use it for broad construction or storage, or even as an immersive stadium. Pretty much a multi-purpose area, really. And if you take a look on your right, you're going to see our Blacklight Training Studio. The Disney-MGM Studios Publishing, our tax over Norway, that's how it's Belgium. And they also just finished zero for a new tax that will be going in next year at a time called Mission Space. And if you take a look on your left, you're going to see our main ticket shop. This is where they build and maintain the sets that are used here on sound stations and out of location. They build everything here from the wheel level report to the set to the road and bottom film. But a great thing about them is that they can take it just about anywhere from Grandma's pet store to a dangerous canyon or to the bottom of the ocean. We're now going to be entering our backlot area where we can take you to any one of the places that I just mentioned. For example, if we were to shoot an undersea adventure, we would head for the great tent coming up on your left. As we pass by, you take a look through the tent box, you're going to see what looks like a large swimming pool. With our underwater special effects tank, with the bottom of the sculpted to look like the ocean floor, and the side between the pool is black, so the camera can't tell when the water stops and when the tent starts. It was most recently used in filming an episode of America's Most Wanted. Now we're headed down an area called Residential Street, but before you pack your bags to move in, you're going to want to take a look off here right through that first house coming up. Yes, folks, I did say right through that first house because as you'll see, it has no sides, back, or inside. That's because all the houses here on Residential Street are just facades or false fronts. And since different scripts call for different neighborhoods, each of these homes has been designed to reflect a different style of American architecture. When Jim Money was here filming for Ernest Saves Christmas, they used the second house on the right, number 242, for the exterior shots at Burns home. This was the first full-length feature filmed here at the Disney-MGM Studios, and this one each of these homes has been used in various commercial, television, and movie productions. But the most notable of which will be coming up on your left. For 7 seasons, this Hawaiian-style home was home for the Emmy Award-winning Golden Girls, Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia. The exterior footage was filmed here in Orlando, while the interior was found at Soundstage out in California. And the reason they never found the Golden Girls walk out to check their mail was because once they left their living room, it would have been an over 3,000-mile walk. You might also recognize the next house on your left. This blue Cape Cod home is Alice's Home and Adventures in Wonderland, a very popular movie series on the Disney Channel. And on your right, this is the base of the neighbors of the Golden Girls. The Wacky Westons, who were so popular they got their own sitcom called SC Max. When production crews go out on location, they have many uncontrollable elements to deal with, such as crowd, traffic, and noise. For the combat response, they prefer to come to a backlot, which is the one we're on now. Up ahead is a New York City set. It's one of the urban counterparts of Residential Street. But we're going to go to bypasses for right now, and the tourist pass was just a little bit later. So as a resident, you get kind of like a sneak preview. One of the most exciting things about our film these days are the action and making sequences. But have you ever wondered what happened to everything that got smashed, crashed, shot up, or blown apart? Well, it all ends up on what's called a boneyard, where large, oversized props are stored so they can be used for later production, much like a large outdoor attic. Our boneyard begins with 3 total beds from the 13th Warrior, starring Antonio Banderas. The spaceship on the corner was flown by Christopher Lloyd and My Favorite Martian, and the Star Wars family with Sandscape from The Return of the Jedi and the Snowspeeder from The Empire Strikes Back. Director Steven Spielberg used many of the military vehicles you see here for Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And as we pass by the tank, you're going to want to take a close look at that tread, because you'll see that it's actually made out of foam rubber instead of steel. This helped with the wear and tear on our actors who had to be put on top take after take. We also have 2 mining cars from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The yellow Portsmouth is from Bicentennial Man. And this mechanical monster coming up comes from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's Judge Doom's infamous Dipmobile. Also from that same production, we have the orange trolley car. But if you take a closer look at this one, you're going to see that it's not a trolley car at all, just a modified city bus. Next, we have 3 cars that show multiple stages of destruction of just 1 car in the filming process. The yellow helicopter was flown by Bill Nye and Alan Penny's The Adventures, showing an F-Mark universe of energy. These planes are the Rocketeer. Now, these planes were never meant to take off the ground either, as their engines are made of styrofoam. Well, what really did fly was the speedboat from Disney's Wonderland Lives of Blackjack Savage. That was topped with speeds up to 70 miles per hour. And you might recognize that silver spaceship on the end is Max from Flight of the Navigator. Now, to take a across the canal, you're going to be seeing a back view of Residential Street. You'll notice that the architectural design, such as the shingles, touch just out of range of the camera. Well, it's because we only built what the camera needs to see. This is an old Hollywood production secret called saving a lot of money. And for the direction we're headed, it looks like we got clearance to go in and take a look at that large sunny set I was telling you about. Now, we do have to cross a bumpy bridge to get inside, so everyone please remain seated and keep a tight hold on your loose items such as cameras, hats, favorite children, handbags, things like that. Our set was designed to look like a canyon from Southern California. It took our crews about 6 months to build, which looks like a lot of time to spare us just one set. But when you think about how long it's going to take you to build the real place, well, we didn't do so bad. We're going to go to Sept for just a few moments before we take a picture of the builder out here, right? And we'll go straight to behind the scenes facts about our set. For example, the large black helicopter shape on the absolutely with my boneyard. One of the best 2 one-piece birds that I think they loaded over the top of a large crate, and as you look around the canyon, you'll see there was no way to drive it in. Up above, I had a view of glass platform, the camera was used to run their cameras. And the Rudy were testing a special radar test. Other renders need these pieces of range of all white on when they say action, because I don't know, targets really you can't just sit around and wait for when the nature to survive the other thing. Oh, I guess it looks like it's a there's a really sound on the process that makes it look a little bit more natural. But it's only around about 6 feet ago. His camera's always using the range of the picture, so I don't know what's going to be. Want to take 2. First, you guys, I have a live person. I really need to cut that thing, please. First, right. I have a live one. I want to know what more people are saying about what's around the corner. You know what? That's excited. Our show is building a steel structure which is then covered with a wire mesh, which is then covered with a hard concrete and had carpet look like a natural rock formation. The yellow pipe you see running through the structure carries the gas that fuels the fires when it exposes, while the gray pipes carry the water to the flat bottom of 3 tanks directly above us. Now when these tanks were released, it let 70,000 gallons of water rush towards our tunnel, and to add to the circle effect, they shot water through air cannons. This feedback energy is so powerful that if people from New York City and put a basketball in there, we'd have an power to shoot that basketball up and away into the station and would move in air. This is keep your mind on the top by thinking if they're looking at push underneath the brakes, to put their knees all the way up and have their power to fill a strong current at the base of the canyon. Okay, you were saying that the downtown water is going to eventually on what looks like an out-of-control disaster. Well, we got to bring it safe to utilize this of events to get me reset and completely recycled in just 3.5 minutes. Which on the busy days is just the time for our next show load of victims. Visitors, sorry about that, folks. The thing is, Southern California to the streets of New York, it only takes all of it to get Jack Ross under here in the studios. But in the meantime, when we take our cross-country check, if you take a look on your right, you're going to see a plane pass, which will be doing here at the Disney-MGM Studios. This was launched by the plane in the 234 Mickey Mouse. It was first used to take Walnut as Imagineers from New York to California for the 1964 World Fair. It was also used to scout in the area of Central Florida for the perfect location of what was you now know as the Walt Disney World Resort. In its time, it logged over 8,800 flights and was done around the world's airports as the Mouse. If you're interested in finding out more about Walter's life, we do have a special attraction here in honor of the 100th year Magic Celebration. It's called One Man's Dream and it's located over on Mickey Avenue. As we round the corner to take a look on your right to the second building coming up, you're going to see the back of one of our backlot buildings. You'll notice that the inside is hollow and it's held up by a steel structure. Now all the buildings here on the backlot have been designed with Florida weather in mind, and they can withstand hurricane force winds of up to 100 miles per hour. That's a pretty considerable feat when you think about the fact that there's not a single brick in any of these buildings. It's all just wood, fiberglass, and styrofoam with a little bit of hard concrete for texture. Coming up is a great photo opportunity. As we pass by the Washington structure, you take a look through, you're going to see the New York City skyline right here in Orlando, Florida. Now this is a technique called force perspective, but it takes a step reversely for our as it moves back. That's why the camera is assisted with the painting and the real thing. The Blue Empire State Building is over 100 stories tall. One of the lines is just about 4. And with that, that just brings us to the end of our tour. We have the American Children's Senior Building Congress. Let us see the back of the car, take your next city towards the rear of the shuttle. But please remain seated until the shuttle has to go complete stop. Once the hatch will move around together of your personal belongings, we're going to also wash your head and step in complete exit to the vehicle. Okay, it's been a wonderful time on the show. My name is Mindy. Ariana's out of the doctor. If you have any questions you might have, we'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Backlot Tour for helping us celebrate 100 years of Disney Magic.
Get it.